This week, meet Doc, who is curious, likes treats, and is friendly. Wiley is energetic and loves the outdoors. Hansel and Gretel are laid back and cute. Of course they are. They're beagles. Plus, an update on a part beagle we featured on the previous show, including a secret I will reveal. There's cute kitties and Dog Alley. Yep, it's Pick Your Next Pet at the ACAPL.
Do you know anything else?
We're in here today because Ashley says it's just too nice outside.
So this is my man Doc, and I will tell you that we've had some mix-ups with him when he first came in. For some reason, we all thought he was a girl.
Oh.
I forget what his original name was, then we had to change it. I think we thought he was a girl because he's neutered. So, you know, when we're checking to see if a stray is a male or a female, we usually just do a quick check at the rear end, and if we see big, you know what's, if we see big, you know what's back there, we know it's a boy. So we didn't look too closely, and we thought he was a girl, and then we figured out that he is a neutered male. So
he'd be like one of those they pronouns?
Sure, probably. He's confused. Hey, he doesn't care. He was super happy to be here and be fed. He was even skinnier than he is now when he first came in. He's been here for probably over a month at this point. So he's packed on a few pounds. He's also grown back some fur. He was missing fur on his ears and on his back, which is pretty typical when they have fleas or anything like that. So luckily, all that's growing back. He is happy, healthy, good to go. Because he was already fixed, all he needed was his rabies vaccine and to be seen by the vet, and then we got him all his other, typical intake stuff done. And he's been happy here ever since. He's very good. He seems to be okay with other dogs. I'm not going to promise he loves every other dog, but he's pretty well-mannered around them. Definitely very curious and playful, very puppy-like. But I don't think he's too young. I don't know exactly what we have him aged at, but probably just young adult. Like, I don't think he's under a year or anything. Probably more like 2 or 3. So,
he likes water.
Yes. So definitely, he's full grown at this point. I'd like to see him pack on a few more pounds. He's still looking a little thin in my opinion. But again, definitely better than he was. So
is he just a stray or?
He was a stray, a drop off, and then we found out just recently by some other people who were visiting that they know that dog, it's their neighbor, and that's exactly where the woman said she found him. So we don't really know why his owner didn't come forward and claim him, or if that was their owner and they lied, they lied. But regardless, he's definitely healthier here than he was when he got here. So we are happy to have him, but obviously we'd like him to find his forever home. So, and it's funny because everyone comes in and comments on how cute he is. Oh my gosh, look at those ears. He's being so sweet. And he's the type of dog that definitely can communicate with his eyes and his face.
And he's getting into the toys.
He will just stare at us. His kennel is directly right by, it's our volunteer room, but it's also where we kind of congregate to talk about stuff throughout the day. And we'll, 3 of us will be in there talking, and you look, and Doc is just staring at us, not barking, not crying, just sitting there patiently waiting for either a treat or someone to come get him and take him for a walk. So he's definitely very, you see the playfulness with the toys. I think he walks decent on a leash. He'll pull a little bit, but he's definitely not the worst we've ever had. So I think if you're just wanting just a good old boy, just a buddy, he does know some tricks. He knows sit, lay down, and paw. Definitely food motivated, so treats are the way to go to be his best friend. I just think he's going to make somebody a great dog. So I hope he gets out of here soon. Get down. Sit. Yes. Sit. Shake. Yes. You don't have to jump. I will give it to you. No. You don't get to just jump up and get whatever.
Go get some toys.
What's over here? What's over here? Come here. Sit this way so Bob can see you. Show him how cute you are. Sit down. Sit down. Here. Sit. Oh, look at those ears. Just can't get enough of those ears. Tug.
Ashley's definitely an ear girl.
Fall for him every time. Oh, he won. That's cheating. You won. Oh. Hi. Oh. Sit.
Oh, see, he's very polite.
He is.
He's just a little crazy.
Come on. Come here.
Still crazy
Sit.
after all these years.
So this youngin', this boy, his name is Wiley, and he is just a doll, let me tell you. He is probably closer to, he might even be under a year old, but probably just about a year old, because he's got adult teeth, but they're pearly white. And definitely still lots of high energy. That also likely has to do with his breed mix. You know, sometimes those little terriers, man, they can have quite a bit of energy. But what impresses me about him is, while he has a lot of energy, and like you take him out and he's all amped up and he's jumping and all this, sometimes he is so content to just relax. Like, I got him out and I walked him over here and we're, you know, in front of the trailer. He just wanted to lay down in the grass. And it's soaking wet, raining outside, and he just wanted to lay in the grass. So he's definitely very content to go on some adventures, be outside. You know, if you're an outdoorsy person, you like to hike, you like to explore, he is definitely going to want to be with you. Like, he's going to want to go everywhere with you. Now, I will say, he has no clue how to behave around other dogs. He is very, I don't want to necessarily say reactive, but it's getting there. He did not come here that way, so I think that has a lot to do with just his length of stay here, which he hasn't been here that long. It's only been a few weeks at the most. But being at the shelter does different things to different dogs, and I think that he just has a lot of like pent up, you know, energy and emotions, and so he has started to really like bark at all the other dogs and kind of go crazy. So it doesn't mean that he can't have a dog friend, but he may need to learn some manners with another dog if you have another dog in the home. If you don't have another dog in the home, I think he will absolutely love that. He will love to just be the center of attention and chew on the leg of the tripod, apparently. He had to give it a lick. He had to see if it had anything tasty on it. He's constantly... He is constantly wagging his tail. He definitely loves everybody he meets, every person.
You love me, don't you? Yeah.
See, I brought you two dogs that love you, Mr. Bob. And I think that, you know what's that we see next, they're going to love you too.
Yes.
I don't want to give it away yet. But yeah, he's so fun. And like I was saying earlier, like he could literally just entertain you. Like, hey, you want to get rid of cable? You want to cancel your streaming services? They're costing you too much? Go ahead and adopt Wiley, and he will be your new entertainment. I could see him doing pretty well with kids. He is just a little bit nippy and mouthy, I think, just because he's still so young, and again, possibly what his breed mixes are. So maybe like school age and above I would recommend, or if they're just not going to be scared of him doing that. If they're playing with him and they get a little nip. You know, some kids are totally comfortable because they've been around animals all their life. Others are going to be more scared. You know your kids, so just keep that in mind. But I think he just has the funniest little personality. He's definitely unique. He is special, and he deserves a good home. Good boy. Oh, you missed. Ha ha. Ha ha, you missed. You know anything else? We're going to try. Ready? Come here. Sit. Now shake. No. Shake. Paw. No. You know lay down? Yes, you do. What a good boy. Oh, what a good boy. I think that's enough. I think
differently.
See? All done. Let's get to it. No, I don't have any. What's up? Here. What? What? Come on.
Two dogs in a row that like Ashley.
Itchy. They like their butt scratched. That's what they like. They don't like me. They just like their butt scratched. No.
You want out?
You want to come out to say hi? Yeah?
It's young beagles. Now these guys, are they adoptable now?
Yes, they just became available. So these two were found as strays. This is Hansel and this is Gretel. They were found as strays, brought into us. You know, they were out in the country.
Oh
maybe.
Man, that's sad.
I know. So I don't know if they were somebody's dogs that got loose and they just didn't care to come get them, or if they were left out there on purpose. But I know that they are super, super sweet. Come here. I don't have any cookies. My bad. We'll be fine.
Oh, good looking. Nothing better than a beagle. Ashley says, no, Bob, there's lots of stuff better than beagles. Well, what does Ashley know?
You know I love my little pitties. Come on now.
Come on.
Say hi.
Whoa.
I know. They're still a little shy.
So how long have they been here? They must have been here.
Not long. They just came in on Monday, and they were covered in fleas and ticks, both of them. So they definitely got their treatment.
They look good now.
Got their treatment right away. Yep. There's the baby. And they're definitely, so he is a much better eater than she is. He'll eat his whole bowl. That's what he's doing right now. He's scrounging around for puppy kibbles that he can eat on. Her, on the other hand, she prefers she has some wet food with hers, things like that. Good girl.
So who are the other guys over there?
So those are from a different group. They are puppies from a gentleman who he has a female, and a male neighbor dog jumped over and impregnated his female. But he
can do that?
I know, right? But he took really good care of them. They're about 4.5 months old. They are also available. 4 of them are available. They look all just like that, and then 2 of them are already cleaned.
Whoa, yeah. So if you're looking for beagles,
we got beagles right now. Look at that. They love each other. Right, leave it. Leave it. He's a good boy.
oh, hi. Yeah. Beagles are very friendly and very cute. So you're Gretel, right? Okay.
The little female, and this is a male. I definitely think they're full grown.
Really?
Let me check to see. Yeah, because they're probably at least 2 years old.
Really?
They're just little baby beagles.
So they're out of the puppy stage, probably.
Yeah, they're very well behaved in their kennels. When I tell you guys, every single time I come to check on them, first of all, he sleeps on his back. Like, he's just so comfortable, and she's curled up in her bed. He does a really good job not going potty in his kennel, so he's already, I would say borderline housebroken, not perfect. She makes a little bit of a mess, but she definitely seems a little bit more anxious, like she's more nervous to be here, whereas he's pretty comfortable already. But yeah, they're very, again, for beagles, extremely well behaved. Usually they'd be in here howling and crying, and they're just not. They're very, very good dogs already. So again, if somebody got rid of them, didn't want them, I don't understand it. Because so far they're really good dogs. And they are not fixed yet, I will tell you that, but probably by the time you're seeing this video, they will be. So don't worry about it.
Okay, so we got 5 puppies in here.
Well, these
they're not
2,
puppies.
so yeah. So 2 adults.
They're young adults.
They are, yeah. So 2 adults. We got 3 puppies that are going to be available as well because they're getting fixed this weekend. we're full house. We got a full house right now. We have a little bit of everything. And these guys, since they're already about 4.5 months, they're only, they're going to max out at about maybe 30, 35 pounds. So they'll be a nice size too. So any of my, again, if you like small to medium dogs, good family dogs, these guys are a great option. The beagles or the puppies,
So all of the persons that wrote in and said, how come you don't have any small dogs? So we're giving you small dogs, pal.
Hey, I'm showing you all of them.
As we turn on the recorder here, we have a kitty who's angry with Ashley because, well, there's some snipping going on that the cat didn't appreciate.
Come here, big boy. And he really wants to come out and say hi, but he's so mad at me about it. But it's okay.
Little counseling.
I'll allow it. Come on now. Well, I'll talk a little bit about him, so...
Yeah.
And maybe just as I talk, he'll work his way out. Yeah. So this is Jacques, and he was from a home that they were abandoned in. I believe this is the home where his owner went to hospice, like in the hospital. So not passed away yet, but definitely getting there and cannot take care of his animals anymore. So we worked with the dog warden and were able to take in kitties. There are still more in the home that we're working on bringing in, but we got kind of the friendliest ones out of the group first, and thankfully they are ultimately pretty friendly. They're
so the
a
other
little,
ones they roam around the house and you leave food out and one by one try to catch them.
Yep. So these ones were all able to pretty much just be picked up and caught by hand. Some of them will have to be trapped, but yeah, ultimately they're really sweet. A lot of times when we get cats from those kind of situations where they've been alone without human contact for a long time, they're extremely scared. And again, if they're indoor cats and they've only ever seen this one home for so many years, It's the same with dogs. They can just be more scared. But thankfully, like I said, this group is very friendly. So if you see a bunch of new faces on our website, that would be from this group. And Jacques here, I don't know what it is about him, but he attracted everybody right away because he's really small. So, but he's not a kitten. I think he's just a small cat. Definitely young, though. I would say maybe only a year old, maybe a little under a year. And there was something about him that everybody just loved. I will say he was pretty feisty the first day. He was, a little hissing, a little swatting. But very next day he came around and he just wanted love. He wanted to play. When I did go to get him out yesterday to send him to get neutered, he came right out for me. And he kind of did this whole, he did a whole back and forth thing in his box and just, was playing. It was so cute. But yeah, I really like him, and I figured you guys should meet him because he's new to us, and everybody just fell for him right away. Like I said, with he's so tiny, his little face, people just thought he was the cutest thing ever.
So when you have a situation like that, where you have somebody older that has a bunch of cats or whatever, what percentage of them, maybe I should shoot you rather than just the wall there, what percentage of them actually are ever neutered?
It's kind of 50-50. So if it's someone who has just let's say 3 or 4, there's a good chance that those guys are fixed.
But when they get so many that...
It is usually when they allow them to go indoor and outdoor. So that is probably the biggest difference. When a person lets cats indoors and outdoors, it's hard because they're technically outdoor cats, but they're so used to being fed indoors, and they are friendly, or they are... or if they have any health concerns, we do try to take them in. But yeah, it just depends. Even, you remember our big case with all the bunnies? Their cats, all the males, were neutered. So to be fair, they were working their way through them, trying to get everybody done, at least the males, so that they knew they wouldn't have any kittens. So that's a good start. But yeah, typically they're not fixed. But every once in a while, if it's just a handful of cats, sometimes they'll have work done. Yeah. Very different from dogs. Majority of the time, dogs, not. It is so rare that when they come in, we accidentally label them as a girl. Alright. So this is my buddy Puffin, and
What's a Puffin?
Puffin. And I remember I told him last week that I was going to talk about him this week if he was still here. So, here we are. Puffin is on the shyer side, but I know he has a super playful streak in him. And he is very slowly but surely starting to build trust and actually kind of like pets and like attention. This toy specifically, this orange toy with these balls on it that make a bunch of noise, I'll show you in a second, his absolute favorite thing on the planet. If you're on the other side of the room, whether it's you're cleaning or just interacting with other cats, he will come over here and just bat all these balls around, make so much noise, roll all over it, go crazy. It's pretty entertaining. Buddy. There you go. Now I can set you back up, make it look nice. So, I just get a kick out of him, out of hearing him from the other side of the room and being like, oh my gosh, which cat is making that much noise? And then I come over here and it's Buffin. And then he freezes and he like acts like he got caught doing something bad. And you're like, it's okay, buddy. And you try to talk to him. And I think he's going to get there. I think especially once he has a full home where he can roam and he knows all his hiding spaces, he's gonna work his way up into being a very, very friendly house cat. He just needs a little more time right now. He, again, was from another large humane case. I don't remember the specific details, but the majority of our cats come from large humane cases nowadays. So, hi, buddy. Come on down.
Looks like he's got some, it's hard to tell here, but it looks like he's got longer hair.
He looks like he does have some, Maine Coon in him, but he is tiny. He has short legs. He actually reminds me a ton of my dad's cat, Bella. So shout out to Bella right now if you're watching this. This could be your brother. I think he looks very similar to you. He's like the long fur, but then very short legs, midgety. That's what she is. So I think that also makes him hold a little special place in my heart because he looks like a cat I already love. But I just love seeing his little personality start to shine through over time. At one point he just hid in his box. I never saw him. He just hid in his box. And now he does come out to do stuff. Hey, they want to see you too.
Yeah, okay.
Can you open this and say hi? Say hello.
There you go.
Come here. Or come here. You got two options.
He says I got a third. I can just sit here.
We're just going to sit and look pretty.
Defiant. If you twirl the ball around at all, would that prompt him to...
Oh, there you go. Get some gloves. Oh, you might. I'll try it. What's this?
That still looks pretty darn entertaining, Puffin.
Come here.
No, he says if you...
He's thinking about it. He was thinking about it. I'm sorry, did that interrupt nap time? Alright. I'll leave you to it then.
So if you really want to see him do it, you're going to have to adopt him.
You gotta adopt him.
Yeah.
I tried to get a sneaky video where I came from the side and I stuck my phone right here and I just slowly tried to get a video, but it wouldn't focus. It was focusing on the bars instead of on him.
Yeah,
you probably, you know that. So I was trying so hard. So one of these days, I will get a video of him being super duper cute. Maybe we'll include it in the next week's. Hopefully he's adopted before then, though.
Welcome to Ask Ashley, and we still have Wiley with us, and Wiley's moving the tripod around, so it's not an earthquake or anything like that. And if you have a question for Ashley, this is her right here, and you can email her at asteed, S-T-E-E-D, at acapl.org with your questions. Today, instead of doing an Ask Ashley, it's going to be more like a Tell Ashley. I already emailed you. I was at the Conneaut Arts Center on Monday, Eclipse Day, and there was all kinds of people around, and there was this part beagle, part basset hound. Little old, and I went over to pet them, even though, I always do that, whether I know the people
Did you
or not.
ask?
No.
That's the number one rule is you have to ask people if you're allowed to pet their dog. All right, well, you learned your lesson.
Okay. That's why I don't have a hand anymore. No. So anyway, we got to talking a little bit. And because the dog was older, I thought maybe, she said she got it from the APL. I thought it was a while ago. She says, oh, just recently. I said, what's her name? And she said, Julie. Well, that was Julie that was on the program 2 weeks ago, and they talked about how much they love her, what a nice dog. And what's I always like with people with dogs is that they take them with them.
Yeah.
I mean, let them experience things just like you would a kid, or, you know, this is a little bit off, but if you have a kid, a baby or whatever, you start reading to them right away, so that by the time they're a year or 2 years old, they have a lot of words they've heard and they're familiar with. And with dogs, you know, sensory stuff, smells, and socializing with other people. And they were doing that. So I was really happy to see that she was doing well.
She absolutely won my heart super quickly. She is a doll. Amazingly loving. I love her elephant trunk legs. Like, she just looks like she has elephant legs. I can't get over it.
There is one thing, and I don't know if I need to mention it or not, so I'm going to whisper it to you. Okay. And you decide whether we want to make an announcement, okay?
Okay.
She snores.
Oh, we can definitely mention that.
Okay. She snores.
She's a snorer. That doesn't surprise me at all. You know, Julie is an absolute sweetheart of a dog. Of all of our dogs, I don't think she needed the socialization like you're talking about, but it is still excellent. You know, she's an older dog. There's still so much of the world, obviously, that she hasn't seen, and she's with a new family. She got to go out and see all these people and sniff around a new park she might have never been to before. It is so excellent for dogs of all ages to get that kind of enrichment. So that's awesome. I'm so glad you got to see her. And I will say, if you're an adopter out there watching, or you just like to see, you know, feel-good posts, on our Facebook page, every Monday, I believe it's the first Monday of every month, we post what we call a Memory Monday, and we ask people to comment pictures or videos of updates of dogs that have been adopted. And I'll tell you, there's some that were adopted years ago, like 2 years now. I've been here for almost 3. So 2 years ago that I remember that dog, and seeing the updates, watching when it's a family and you watch their kids grow, like with the dog, and it just warms my heart. I like to see name changes too. So people will put like, oh, her name was this and now it's this. We had a dog named Leonard. They changed his name to Trout, which I love. I think it's great. Good. And he's a black lab mix, and the video they posted was him like out in the woods roaming, having fun, and it's just like, that is the kind of stuff that just warms my heart. I mean, he was out there without a leash, and they just called him right back, and he came, and I mean, that's just so awesome, because those are things like we would never know that he's even that good of a dog while he's here. So definitely, and if you don't do Facebook, but you're an adopter out there and you have updates, you can always email them to adoptions, and the people that run that email will
so it's adoptions at acapl.org?
Yeah. Or me, since you saw my email, you can definitely always email me too.
So, and that's another thing is maybe learning from this is, if you hadn't really thought about it, you're going to go out to the store for a few minutes, or you're going someplace, take your dog with you if you can.
Absolutely. You know, I do. We take Bean pretty much everywhere we can, to the point that our friends and family will comment on it when they see us. You just take that dog everywhere. Yeah, I do, because he's a good boy in the car, and even if I'm just going to go run into Dollar General for a few minutes, I bring him with me. He stays in the car. I crack the windows. It's only a few minutes. Yeah. Come right back out to him. Now, mine likes to bark, but it's okay. He just wants to say hi to everybody.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hurry, baby, get it. Down. Here, oh, good boy. Okay. You can't get down. It's okay. So she needs to. She needs to.
Okay, one more thing. Let's see how many fingers you have.
All of them.
I'm a walking the dog and I'm never blue. I'm a walking the dog